Yeah, especially, I mean, if the guy was average and the guy didn't have much and he shut us down, then you might want to think a little bit more about what happened. But when a guy was exceptional like he was today, it's time to just look forward to tomorrow and turn the page on that.
Bartolo Colon dialed up a performance reminiscent of his Cy Young days with his first shutout in nearly 5 years. Well, today is the time for the green and gold to put the Memorial Day matinee behind them. The A's will send Brett Anderson to the mound, who will look to shut down the Bronx Bombers' explosive bats. Big Brett is coming off his best start in a month, and the young lefty will look to get his first ever win against the Yankees. Can the green and gold shut down the mighty bats from Gotham City? It's the A's and the Yankees, and it starts right now. Well, the rain has gone away, and it's actually a nice night. It's a cool night, but a nice night for baseball as we get set for Game 2 of this 3-game series. Mark Teixeira, home run yesterday as the Yankees beat the Athletics 5-0. Connor Jackson will be in the A's lineup tonight playing first base. So second of 3, it's the Yankees and the Athletics coming up on Comcast Sportsnet, California. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Oakland A's Baseball. Along with Ray Fosse, I'm Glenn Kuiper. Tonight, the A's give the ball to Brett Anderson. Now, Anderson had gone 5 starts without a win, but he changed all that on Thursday in Anaheim. 8 shutout innings, Ray.
And just 3 hits in those 8 innings. Did an outstanding job with a great breaking ball. He had all of his pitches working. And I thought the most impressive innings, the 6th and the 7th, when he had a couple of runners on base, especially the 6th when he had 2nd and 3rd and only 1 out, got out of a tough jam. But you could just see his breaking ball working so effectively, getting the ground balls, getting the double plays. But I think from his standpoint, especially against the Yankees, if he can get through the first inning, dominate, especially with a good breaking ball, throw his fastball on the corners, and get through the first inning, he should have a very good game.
Well, the Yankees sent a veteran right-hander to the mound yesterday. They will do it again tonight. Tonight it's the right-hander, Freddie Garcia. So Garcia against Anderson is your pitching matchup. We'll have lineups and first pitch from the Coliseum in just a moment.
Hillview Junior High School.
Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet California is brought to you by AT&T and by Toyota. Check out the great deals at your local Toyota dealer today.
Game 2 of the series, the A's and the Yankees. The Yankees were 5-0 winners yesterday behind Bartolo Colon, so the A's tried to even up the series with one more to play tomorrow afternoon. Game time weather tonight is brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Get to the beach. The admission-free boardwalk is open daily. 56 degrees and some clouds, a little bit of blue sky on a day that saw much of the Bay Area get rained on quite a bit, but it stopped raining in the late afternoon, and it looks like we're going to be okay for tonight's ball game. Here's the Yankees lineup for tonight. Derek Jeter will lead off, and then it'll be Granderson, Teixeira, Rodriguez, Cano, Russell Martin back in there tonight, and Nick Swisher, Andrew Jones will DH, and Brett Gardner is the left fielder.
And Brett Anderson, as Coach said, still looking for his first win against the New York Yankees. A win tonight would get him back to the 500 mark. Looking for win number 4, great one. Unfortunately, the A's held on to win the game Thursday in Anaheim, that he was able to pick up the win, get to number 3, and boy, he's had some numbers, and of course a lot of the young pitchers against the Yankees have some numbers you don't like to look at.
Jeter on the first pitch hits one hard, and it trickles into center field. Mark Ellis had a tough hop to deal with, and it got past him. So Jeter is aboard after one pitch. Defensively for the A's tonight, Sweeney left, Crispin center, DeJesus in right, Kuzmanov, LaRoche, Ellis, Jackson is the infield, Kurt Suzuki is the catcher.
And Derek Jeter very aggressively got a first pitch fastball, and even great hands on Mark Ellis. The ball just ate him up, and so a base hit for Derek Jeter, and that number continues to decrease to get to 3,000.
So here's Granderson. So Granderson, 16 home runs and 37 RBIs.
Well, hard hit ball. Mark Ellis tried to get his body in front of it and tried to hit the hard one hopper, but it did scoot very quickly.
Teixeira in the on-deck circle, so this is where the power comes into play for the Yankees. And that one's to right field and deep. DeJesus is going to watch this one go. 2-0 Yankees.
Well, I guess Curtis Granderson got upset that Teixeira tied him yesterday. Fastball right in the middle of the plate. And working with Kevin Long, the hitting coach of the Yankees, and all that has paid off for Granderson, who just belted his 17th. So 2 batters and 4 pitches. The A's are trailing 2-0.
And that'll bring up Teixeira. So home run number 17 for Granderson.
It's like a heavyweight fight. You no more sit down. Boom, gone.
Yep.
Brett made his first start against the Yankees 22nd of April in 2009. Gave up 3 home runs at Yankee Stadium. Matsui, Cabrera, and Jeter. Just a nice load for him, and boy, he's crossed and got yesterday's off the end of the bat just enough to keep it in the park.
Granderson has 9 home runs against left-handed pitching this year, and that's the most in the majors. Now, there were times in Granderson's career where he struggled against lefties. Complete opposite this season, and that is why he's having such a terrific season now. 17 home runs and 39 runs batted in. Teixeira pops it up down the right field line. Jackson and Ellis racing out, and Connor Jackson dives. He can't get it, and it's a foul ball.
That's good news. I thought it was going to be fair. A long run for both Mark Ellis and Connor Jackson. Neither could get to it. Jackson going for the dive, but the ball over his shoulder didn't come close. And fortunately, and with the first base umpire Jim Joyce down the line, he was able to see the ball drop.
Oh, or not.
I was just saying maybe Connor Jackson blocked him, and it looked like it might have blocked him just enough.
That ball hit right on the line.
That angle. Let's show a different angle to where it shows it foul. Make Jim Joyce happy.
Chalk is chalk. 2-2 to Teixeira.
To talk to Clay Wood about dampening the chalk so it doesn't pop up.
Now full count. How about that? More than a year. Teixeira lines one left field. That's a base hit. Near the line, Sweeney has it, and Teixeira will have a long single. So 3 straight hits for the Yankees to start the ball game, and that'll bring up Alex Rodriguez.
Well, he went to the curveball, a hanging curveball, tried to throw it down and in to the right-hander, but left it up, and I guess you could say could have possibly been even more than just a base hit to left field. You know, when your second place hitter, your center fielder, which is normally a defensive position, and more of a let's move the runners a little bit, and he has 17 home runs, says something about this lineup.
Swing and a miss by Alex Rodriguez, 93-mile-an-hour fastball.
I think we just have to hope that for the remainder of the game, Brett Anderson does what Trevor Cahill did yesterday after the first inning, gave up just 1 hit the next 5 2/3.
This one's skied on the infield. Mark Ellis will wait for it to come down, and he's got it for out number 1.
Trevor yesterday, the 3 runs in the first inning, but the next 5 2/3 innings, he gave up just 1 hit. He had a run in the 7th inning, scored on a sac fly after a couple of walks, but just one of those still learning process. These kids are actually pitchers in the 3rd season. That guy is pitching a little bit longer and was outstanding. Bartolo Colon. Talking to him briefly today, and he said the camera stayed on me, so I just kept looking at the camera. Down the dugout.
Cano. Fake bunt attempt.
So what does John Sterling say with Curtis Granderson?
The Grandy man can.
Oh, the Grandy man.
Yes,
can.
and I'm sure he said that 2 batters ago.
You know he did.
The Grandy man can. He's got one for everybody. Big bouncer Ellis ranging far to his left. Spins and throws. Cano is out. Teixeira to second. So 2 outs with a runner in scoring position, and here's Russell Martin.
And catching, number 55, Russell Martin.
Nine home runs, 26 runs batted in for Russell Martin, his first year in the Pinstripes after some pretty good years with the Dodgers, although the last couple kind of went downhill a little bit. He was one of the better young players in the National League for a couple years. In for a strike. The Yankees grabbed him, signed him to a 1-year, $4 million contract. He's off to a good start.
Change in leagues. Of course, there's no doubt in this lineup, and he's hitting 6th tonight because of the lefty, but it's a power pack lineup. He can probably just fit right in, but more importantly, do the catching. Pretty good pitching staff for at least the guys who they figure if they limit the opposition to a minimum amount of runs, they have a pretty good chance to win because of their offense. Makes it a nice way to catch. See Sabathia, they're
ace. Finished third last year, winning 21 games in Cy Young Bounty. Won 19 in 2007 and won the Cy Young Award.
Yankees with a 29-23 record. Tied with the Red Sox coming in, but Boston has lost their game. So right now, the Yankees with a half-game lead. And there's the veteran Freddie Garcia, who will start them. Yankees are 12-10 on the road, 17-13 at home. And this is a 9-game trip for them. They're 2-2 so far on the 9-gamer. They will go to Anaheim after this series. Martin just stays alive. Curtis Granderson with a 2-run homer. 2 hitters into the game for a 2-0 Yankee lead.
We saw what it did for Bartolo Colon yesterday. He just challenged the A's hitters. That's what the benefit of getting early run support can do for a pitcher.
That one's popped up. Andy LaRoche, the shortstop, now called off by Ellis. Ellis makes the catch, side, retired. So a couple of runs on the Granderson home run, 2-0 after a half an inning. In the bottom of the first, here is a look at their lineup. Chris DeJesus Jackson, Willingham, Sweeney, Suzuki, Ellis, Kuzminoff, and Andy LaRoche.
And the veteran Freddie Garcia on the mound for the New York Yankees. And like Colon yesterday, of course, signed a minor league contract. Both made it. And for Freddie Garcia, also a game under 500, as was the case with Colon yesterday. But a little bit difference. He throws a good fastball, but the pitch throughout his career that's been a very good one for Freddie Garcia is his changeup. He'll throw it any time, or at least in the past has thrown it any time, and expect it again now.
3.26 ERA. So pretty good ERA. That one bounced right back to Garcia. Flips it to first, 1 out.
There's your 78-mile-an-hour changeup.
So the defense for the Yankees has Gardner left, Granderson in center, Swisher in right, Rodriguez and Jeter on the left side, Cano, Teixeira on the right side, and Russell Martin is the catcher. David DeJesus steps in, 242 with 4 homers and 19 runs batted in. David had a good hot streak, but it's cooled off a little bit. 0 for his last 13. Alex Rodriguez even with the bag at third. Not seen DeJesus bunt a whole lot. Again outside. So the count 3-0 with Connor Jackson in the on-deck circle, just underway from Coliseum with a Curtis Granderson home run. The difference so far. And on 4 pitches, DeJesus walks.
The Dodge Charger keys to the game. Yankees have won 8 in a row against the A's. They're now 10-1. 9-1 last year from Freddie Garcia. Struggled at the Coliseum, but didn't have the Yankees' offense behind it. But Anderson last start was a good one. He's looking for do-over also, or at least to pitch solidly the remainder of the game after a 2-run first.
So here's Connor Jackson hitting .264 with a homer and 13 runs batted in. Bounces one to Jeter. This could be 2. He'll flip to Cano, and that is a double play. 6-4-3. Side retired. Second inning coming up. It's the Yankees 2 and the A's nothing.
Swisher.
2-0 Yankees second inning. It'll be Swisher, Jones, and Gardner. It's Brett Anderson. Anderson's home run, the runs in the game. .22 pitches thrown by Brett Anderson in that first inning. Swisher .212 with 3 home runs and 20 runs batted in. 2-0. Swisher's year last year was probably the best of his career. .288 with 29 homers and 89 runs batted in. He did that in 150 games, and he had some good years with the Athletics, but batting average, home runs, RBIs, I think that was probably his best year. And that one missed outside, the leadoff walk.
Be sure to enter the Farmers Insurance Group sweepstakes for your chance to throw out the ceremonial first pitch, view batting practice, and enjoy the game with 5 of your closest family and friends. Or both. Enter at OaklandAthletics.com/farmers today for your chance to win. Kipe's looking for additional friends, so
he's looking to add on. Yeah. Be a room on the wagon. Andrew Jones steps in. Pop-up again on the infield. And this one's going to be Connor Jackson. He's got it. So Jones goes after the first pitch, pops out, and that's out number 1. And that'll bring up Brett Gardner.
Batting ninth, left fielder, number 11, Brett Gardner.
You can say, bottom of the ninth batter is Brett Gardner. All he tries to do is set the table to turn it back over the top of the batting.
Not a bad guy to have batting there. Steals a lot of bases.
Well, you mentioned about with the Yankees trying to steal bases, as they did yesterday, but they're trying to get the hits with runners in scoring position. They know the home runs are going to be there, but they also know they're going to run up against some very good pitchers and have to try to manufacture runs. That's what Joe Girardi's hopeful of his Yankee hitters doing. So when you have a lot of home runs in this lineup tonight.
Well, they are 6th in the American League in total stolen bases, 42. So they have just enough guys that can do it where it makes it part of their offense. They've scored 269 runs. That's the most in the American League. And they've also walked more than anybody. They're first in the league in slugging and second in the league in on-base percentage as a team.
Well, the struggles for the Athletics in the last 2 years. Of course, 1-9 last year against the Yankees, and started this season 0-1. But you know, if you get to postseason, you've got to go through the other divisions.
Roach has it, guns it to first, and that's a double play. Swisher got way off, could not get back, so a double play. We head to the bottom of the second, 2-0 New York.
And batting at fourth position, designated hitter, number 16, John Willingham.
Ace Baseball and Comcast Sportsnet California is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Right now at Jack in the Box, get the new bourbon barbecue steak grilled sandwich at participating restaurants. Cloudy, cool night at the ballpark. Yankees with an early 2-0 lead. Willingham, Sweeney, and Suzuki for the Athletics against Freddie Garcia, 34 years old. His 10th year in the big leagues. He has a career record of 136 and 91. He had some good years with the Seattle Mariners. That's where he was really good. Born in Venezuela. Been an All-Star a couple of times. Just missed out on Rookie of the Year back in 1999.
Interesting note, 136 career runs, the most for a Venezuelan-born pitcher.
Swisher in and over. Willingham's retired, so that is out, number 1. So he's been with Seattle, where we saw him the most, but the White Sox, the Phillies, Detroit, and now the Yankees.
Number 15.
So it's a trade to the White Sox is hard to believe. I just thought he'd be a Mariner. He and Joe Pinheiro, and, you know, the trades were made.
Yeah. Remember, originally, I believe he was with the Astros, and he was part of the Randy Johnson trade. I don't think he ever pitched in the big leagues with the Astros, but that's how the Mariners got him. And then soon after that, he became a mainstay in that Seattle rotation. So he has been around, and he's been a good pitcher. A little bit different now. He's going to throw pretty hard.
If you can throw the changeup and curveball and throw your off-speed pitches for strikes consistently, you don't have to have a real blazing fastball. I think in the case of Bartolo Colon yesterday, he just reared back and threw the ball. And not only the difference for him, he was throwing hard, but hitting his spots. The location was unbelievable.
On the ground to Jeter. And Sweeney is retired. 2 outs here in the second.
You see the percentage of pitches thrown. Fastball like that. The split, the curve, change versus the split and the change, probably similar. I think a lot of times once you put those percentages together, look at anything that goes down or off speed as a change or a split. His change has always been very good.
Throws a first pitch strike to Kurt Suzuki. Kurt hitting .251 with 4 home runs, 14 runs batted in. Slowly hit to Rodriguez, and it popped out of his glove. Now he had to charge it, but it was not a difficult hop. Actually, it just like it just popped right out of his glove.
Yeah, not a tough hop for him. He's played enough, and he knows it. It just
97.
just missed it because he knows he has time. Comes up with the ball. He just, you see him squeeze his glove after the ball got in. Watch this. Watch the glove squeeze, and it was in the heel of the glove. If you've ever picked up a fielder's glove like that, you'll see the pocket and the webbing soft. But in the heel, where you have the stitches and a lot more padding, if it hits there, there's no way you can control it. You kind of hope it rolls down into the pocket of the webbing. An outfielder's glove is a little bit easier because they're so long. But an infielder's glove, which is usually smaller, you hit the heel where it's really hard, and you squeeze it, it just pops out.
1-0 to Mark Ellis. 2-0. Garcia thought maybe that was a strike. Kind of a long look in at Darrell Cousins, the home plate umpire. Cousins is also the crew chief. So, you know, Ray, we've talked a lot about this lately, and I can't help but mention it again. I cannot believe how shallow the outfielders are playing the A's.
No.
I mean, am I right, or am I missing this?
No, you're not. And
I mean, it's unbelievable.
Look at all this space back
I mean, Nick Swisher is playing like the bases are loaded in the 9th, and you know, you have to cut off the run at the plate. All 3 of them. I mean, it's amazing. And I think, at least recently, it has helped the defense against the A's playing shallow.
And it always will. Any defense that plays shallow is always going to be helpful, because they're going to be balls that you think are going to be in front of them. All of a sudden, they're catching them. The thing is, they don't have to dive for them. They're catching them standing up.
And the A's are not a power hitting team necessarily, and I'm sure that plays into it a little bit. What? We noticed it in San Francisco.
And Baltimore played shallow.
Baltimore did, yeah.
There's a lot of space, and you know, they're just probably thinking, as we have said, if the Ball's over our head. We're going to rob more base hits in front of us than the ones that are hit over our heads. Ray Rothschild, the new pitching coach for the Yankees, and Joe Girardi.
Hit hard, right to Rodriguez, who flips to second, side retired. A's got a base runner on the air, do not score. Third inning coming up, 2-0 Yankees. On Saturday, Derek Jeter in Seattle, a stolen base, career stolen base number 327, and that puts him first on the Yankees all-time stolen base list. Who's he ahead of? Ricky Henderson.
Fricky's only there about a half a year.
He stole 326 bases in half a year. Ellis on the run and gets past Connor Jackson, and it rolls down the line, and Jeter's going to be at second base. So Ellis charged it. If Jackson was able to catch it, he may have had him, but it looked like it was going to pull his foot off the bag a little bit. We'll see on the replay.
Mark had time. Derek Jeter, even though he stole a base, getting down the line, hustling, and as Connor Jackson reached for it that angle, that's a little bit farther away. Let's check a better one. The ball is tailing away. Just off his glove, the webbing of his glove. First baseman's glove, and Jeter continued as Kurt Suzuki could not get down that far quickly enough.
So Jeter ends up at second, and here's Granderson. Big curveball in for strike, and it's going to be an error on Ellis all the way. So there's the all-time stolen base leaders in Yankees history. Willie Randolph is on there. We just saw him. Roy White played against Roy White a lot. Pretty good outfielder. Is he a switch hitter? I don't think so. Right-handed hitter? I remember Roy White.
Just stumped me there for a second.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if he was. Granderson with a home run in the first, his 17th of the year. Good curveball, and that's a strike, and Granderson strikes out. First strikeout for Brett Anderson.
Well, he hit a fastball for a home run. They've seen me try to hit a curveball, and Brett Anderson a good one. And for there was a time when Brett first was here, he had trouble against the lefties, especially with the curveball. That one's thrown perfectly to the outside corner.
Curveball to Teixeira is in first strike.
Just like yesterday when Mark Teixeira hit the 2-run homer in the first inning, then Trevor Cahill, not only to him but the rest of the Yankees, settled down and very well. Granderson hits a 2-run home run and he strikes out.
This one gets in on Teixeira, and it's jammed a little bit, pops it up. Coco Crisp comes in, he's got it.
Well, a curveball yesterday from Trevor Cahill with a couple of strikes.
Now batting, number 13, Alex.
Jeez, Trevor's throwing left-handed now. That's why he got it hit last night. He hit a curveball off Trevor. That was 2 strikes, went down and got it at his shoe tops. And said, I thought you hit another one. He said, I got it off the knee bad. But they barreled him up. They hit the sweet spot. Got some power. They travel.
Curveball for a strike to Alex Rodriguez.
I think Brett Anderson probably going to look back and say, wait a minute. Fastball to Jeter in the first inning for base hit. Fastball Granderson for base hit. Teixeira got a hanging breaking ball with 3-2. Now he's going more to the breaking ball and see the success he's having, especially against Granderson, Teixeira, and now 2 strikes to Alex Rodriguez.
Throws it again. It's down and into Rodriguez. 9 home runs, 27 RBIs for A-Rod. Another breaking ball, and this time Rodriguez swings at it and just gets a piece of it. Yankees had a couple of doubles, a triple, and a homer in yesterday's game. So 4 extra base hits out of their 7 hits total. Fastball, jam shot, shallow center. Coco Crisp coming in, and it's going to fall. And Jeter's going to score, and it's 3-0 New York.
Were you talking about shallow outfielders? That's a can of corn for the Yankees, or how shallow they play. And of course, you have to respect the power of Alex Rodriguez. Fastball in on the hands, jammed him. And unfortunately, look at how far Coco had to run to get to the ball. He could not. Dropped in front of him, and with the air and a run.
So Rodriguez gets RBI number 28, and that'll bring up Cano. Now 10th on the all-time RBI list. If he stays healthy the rest of the year, he's going to pass Mel Ott and maybe Willie Mays. To pass those 2 guys on any list. Mel Ott, Willie Mays. Cano, hard hit ball. LaRoche smothers it, throws to first in time. Side retired. Rodriguez with the RBI single. It's 3-0 New York.
tomorrow's A's versus Yankees game at the Holiday Inn Oakland Airport Diamond Sports Bar and Grill. Our special guest will be A's pitcher Craig Breslow, live at the Holiday Inn, 77 Hagenberger in Oakland. Our guest, how about Chris Townsend's guest?
Yeah.
Who's going to be hosting that live event.
Chris Townsend had Reggie Jackson on his radio show today. The great Reggie Jackson.
Hall of Famer, Reggie Jackson.
Kuzmanov, Andy LaRoche, and Coco Crisp here in the bottom of the third. A's trailing 3-0. .223, 3 homers, 16 RBIs for Kuzmanov. He was 1 for 3 last night. And it looks like he's going to have another hit. He is right on the line. Gardner picks it up. Kuzmanov's trying for 2. The throw is there, and he is out. Gardner stayed calm. He had time. He made a nice throw, and Cano put the tag on Kuzmanov.
Well, an off-speed pitch. Kuz went out and got the change-up with a splitter and hit it right on the chalk.
Number 21.
But Gardner with his speed, and here's the key, the 360. Let's see
And it looks
what
like he's going to have another hit.
Kuz does.
He is right
He's looking,
on the
and he's
line.
stopped.
Gardner
Well, I don't
picks it
know.
up. Kuzmanov's trying.
And great camera shot there, seeing him stop, watching the ball, and did not figure that he had stopped. But, well, if that's the case, I don't know what he saw, unless he thought he saw Gardner and the ball go past him.
And it was sort of a unique slide as well by Kuzmanov. So he'll get credit for a single, but he's retired. LaRoche drives into right field. Swisher racing back, still going back, and it's over his head. And the ball's kicking around, and that's going to allow LaRoche to go all the way to third. So the A's take advantage of the shallow outfield play by the Yankees this time. And it's going to be a triple for Andy LaRoche.
Well,
that's what you do.
That's exactly how you handle it. Andy LaRoche did a good job just staying back. Another off-speed pitch. It's almost like slow pitch softball with some of these offerings the A's hitters are getting. And Swisher just racing back. Ball hit the warning track, and now you just have to look at the remainder of the game. They'll continue to play shallow and see how many more hit over their heads. They're not going to come up or not going to move farther back. They'll probably look at that as a rarity. The ball hit off the wall and then spun back. Here is the gift run the A's have to score. They have to drive this runner in. Corners are playing even with the bag, so Coco hits the ball second or short to the outfield and score a run.
Swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt, and it's quickly 0-2. I saw that graphic. It was always interesting to find out what the league average was for getting guys in from third with less than 2 outs. It's 57%. Keep that in mind. So a shade better than half the time. One-two pitch to Crisp, and he swings and misses in the dirt. Martin picks it up. He throws to first. So the first strikeout of the game for Freddie Garcia is a big one. I would say he got softballed there, wouldn't you?
He did not get anything harder than maybe 76 miles an hour. Another off-speed pitch. He swung at the delivery, splitter in the dirt, blocked by Martin. And Coco, the ball bouncing, and so Martin looking to run her back at third base, but you know, Andy LaRoche's approach was correct. He just waited back and hit the ball to the opposite field.
So 1-0 to DeJesus. You know, you talk so much, Ray, about As a hitter, guys say, try to stay back. Let the ball come to you. Don't go get the ball. You're in big trouble. Well, it's a perfect example of a hitter not waiting, but actually going to get the ball. I mean, watch Coco.
Yeah, his whole body's going forward, and you try to recognize the fact that it is a pitch out of the strike zone, even though you commit with the stride, and then he just kept his bat back, body went forward, but bottom line, he swung a bad pitch. I don't know that he even threw a strike in the 4 pitches.
So when you hear hitters say it or announcers say it, guy wants to stay back, see the ball as long as you can. Let the ball get deep. You hear that a lot too.
You add to that, trust your hands. Your hands are strong enough that if you do stay back and the ball is thrown, your hands will take care of it.
Jesus rolls it foul past Ty Waller, so the count is even 2-2. He's trying to get LaRoche home and get on the board. Two pitch, and that's going to get down, and that's going to get the job done. David DeJesus singles into right field, gets the RBI, and the A's are on the board. It's 3-1.
David, there's your perfect example of what you're talking about. David did stay back. The ball was not in the dirt. Stayed back enough, reached out, and into the shallow outfield, able to drop the ball in front and in between Granderson and Swisher. So the triple, couldn't get him in with 1 out, but nice hitting by David DeJesus, and maybe it's simply going back to 2 out run scoring hits. It's a big one tonight.
There's Connor Jackson. Fastball for a strike. That run breaks a 24-inning scoreless streak against the Yankees. The A's struggles against the Yankees have become an issue the last couple of years. The A's coming into tonight have lost 8 straight to New York. They were 1-9 last year, and they are 4-22 against the Yankees over the last 4 years. 4-22. That's got to change. The A's will play 6 games at Yankee Stadium this year. In fact, the last time the A's won, April 22nd of last year, it was Braden over Sabathia, and that was when Dallas Braden and Alex Rodriguez had their issue. Braden got the win, Sabathia got the loss that day. Drilled to center field, but playable for Granderson. He's got it. Side retired. David DeJesus with an RBI single. So the A's are on the board. We head to the 4th. Yankees 3, A's 1. .com Coliseum. Nice crowd again tonight. That looked to be as big as last night or yesterday. Be a day game tomorrow, and then the A's hit the road for a 10-game road trip. Starting on Friday night at Fenway Park. Russell Martin, Nick Swisher, Andrew Jones against Anderson here in the fourth.
You talk about this crowd. Steve Finelli was saying that threat of rain, possibly people. They expect good walk-ups when the Yankees are in town. Yesterday, of course, a sellout Memorial Day. And see, there's your deep outfield for you.
That's right. Here's our Farmers Insurance report card. Lowest ERA by left-handed starters since the 2010 season. Anderson and Gonzalez both on that list. And they're on the list with 3 other very good young starters. Not a veteran in that bunch. Here's Swisher, who walked in the second inning. Bounces that one into center field for a base hit. So Swisher has been aboard twice.
Hanging curveball. The curveball that Brett's throwing tonight after the first inning is something that made an adjustment after the first. But look at the location of this. It just kind of floats in down towards the middle. And Swisher, as we saw him walk in the first at bat in the second inning, got an off-speed pitch, 3-1, took it. He waits a long time, and not surprised that he hit the curveball.
Another curveball. Jones lays off. Pop out to the first baseman. Jones's first at bat. A free agent signing. 1-year deal. The Yankees signing Andrew Jones.
After leaving Atlanta, he's moved around. Dodgers. Didn't work out so well for him there. He's been a nice piece of the puzzle that teams lately have picked him up to kind of fill in.
Texas, right?
Yeah.
Chicago last year.
I mean,
although you'd have to look a long time to find a great player who, I don't know, his skills decline so quickly. That one's going to drop in. It's going to allow Swisher to go all the way to third. So Jones bloops a single, and the Yankees are in business again. But I would say Andrew Jones, with the Braves, he was one of the top 10 or 15 players in the league. And then, boy, I don't know what happened.
This ball had to have, if not broken his bat, come close. But after Nick Swisher started to second base, looked back, saw Ryan Swinney was not going to be able to get to it. And he was able to make it to third very easily. And the problem we have here by him going to third, the infield is going to play for 2, but Brett Gardner's a tough hitter to double up. It has to be a very quick, hard ball to one of the infielders.
And the bunt comes into play as well here. Keep an eye on that. Kuzminov in. There's the strike.
Just strike him out, don't have to wait.
Gardner hit a little pop-up to the shortstop in the second inning. Roach caught it and doubled up Swisher at first. Sharp breaking ball, but it stays outside. 1-1 the count. What do you think about Gardner? You saw getting the runner home from third with less than 2 outs. You would think he'd be good at it because he is fast, which sort of eliminates the double play. But just 2 for 7 in that area. The bunt, and he missed it, and the throw to Kuzminov. And now they're going to have Swisher in a rundown. Racing over to cover third is LaRoche, and nicely done, and they get Swisher. So Gardner missed the bunt, and the A's end up getting Swisher at third.
Well, I thought Kurt Suzuki was going to hit Nick Swisher right in the back when he missed it. And if that were a squeeze, it might have been a safety. And I think it might have been more of a safety squeeze. Nick, what are you doing trying to jump out of the way? If you're going to be out, why try to avoid being hit? And that's what helped him, because I thought when Kurt Suzuki threw the ball, it was going to hit him. He jumped out of the way. But you notice how Swisher delayed and way Gardner was kind of running to first base? I think that's more of a safety squeeze. And Nick just got off too far, so it worked well for the Athletics. But if it's a squeeze, the hitter does not start to first base like he's dragging the ball or pushing the ball. He squares around just to make contact.
2-2 is the count. And Gardner is hit on the hand, and he's going to take first base.
On foul ball.
And they're calling foul ball. Wow. Darrell Cousins says foul ball, and Gardner's going to show him his hand, which is not a bad idea. And now they're going to give him first base, and I would imagine Bob Guerin's going to come out. And he does.
Well, it looked like it hit him. Surprised that it was called initially. I mean, if you could isolate the hand, and it's a good shot here, the right hand that's on the bottom part, like it glanced off. And surprisingly, I guess he had a mark on his hand even through the batting glove. That sounds more like a body part thud instead of
Gardner credit.
Now batting.
He knew exactly what he was doing. He immediately took the glove off. And Darrell Cousins changed the call. So 2 on, 2 out for Jeter. Single, reached on an air, and he has scored twice already in the game as Jeter. Curveball stays high. So Jeter now 18 hits away from 3,000 in his career. Strike call. So they're figuring it out that Jeter sometime in the middle of June will get to that 3,000 hit club. That one bounced up the middle. Ellis on the outfield grass. He'll hold it, and then he'll throw back. But getting back is Jones. So it's another hit for Jeter. And the bases are loaded for Granderson. That one just a ground ball up the middle. Nothing Ellis could do but field it and hope that Jones rounded third too far.
Now, Mark knew he did not have a chance to get Derek Jeter. Was not going to take the chance, and the fact that LaRoche was going after the ball. Nobody was at second for the possibility of a force on Gardner. His speed too great anyway to do that.
Number 14.
So he keeps moving. You don't have that many hits. You have a few CNI hits throughout your career.
Sam Rice needed 15 more seeing eye hits, but came just short.
Clemente got his 3,000th in the final game that he played before he was killed in the plane crash. He's a Hall of Famer regardless whether he got to 3,000 or not.
Breaking ball to Granderson in for a strike. So this is a big at bat in this game, even though it's only the 4th inning. Just a bit outside with a fastball.
Now this is a big inning, big out to get. He's put a run on the board last inning. Yankees trying to get a too hot hit again.
And another curve for a strike. Anderson cannot pull the trigger on that breaking ball.
Surprisingly, that his swing in the first inning, this curveball, as he starts and stops his swing, a hard curveball thrown by Brett Anderson.
And he did. And Granderson had a better rip at that one.
Well, his first inning home run was a fastball. And he has changed his approach thanks to his hitting coach Kevin Long, and it has really paid huge dividends for Granderson and the Yankees. Home runs that they thought he would be hitting when he was traded from Detroit.
Way high. It's funny. Last year we were saying, you know what? I think that trade's working out better for the Tigers. This year, I think that trade's working out better for the Yankees. 2-2 pitch, base hit right field. That's going to drive home a pair. And the big 2-out hit from Granderson, and the Yankees lead 5-1.
Well, they went back to the curveball, but look how much slower this one is, and stayed down. And you know, smart hitters, they're fooled on certain pitches. They start looking for them. And Granderson with a 2-2 count stayed back, found the hole, and everybody running on contact. 2 easy runs scored. You know, after he threw the one fastball that almost threw over the catcher Kurt Suzuki, figure it's more of a waste pitch, and coming back to the breaking ball, which he did.
So Granderson's got to be thinking, okay, he just threw the one fastball, and he was nowhere close.
Yeah, he gets another break. He was looking for it. And he's that good of a hitter.
So 5-1. Here's Teixeira. Teixeira bounces one to Kuzminoff, who's got it near the bag. Side retired, but a couple of runs for the Yankees, and they get 4 hits in the inning. So 5-1 New York. Yankees have retired 16 numbers. Which of those 3 players, which of those 3 of those 16, that's what I'm trying to say, also played for the Athletics? Who are they?
Is that a trick question?
Tricky reading it.
Because Billy Martin was on both, but he wasn't a player for the A's. Reggie,
Kansas City A's. Roger Maris. Just a thought.
Stretching it.
Yeah, I know.
But did it just say Yankees and Athletics?
Yeah, well, see, that's the thing. It didn't necessarily say Oakland Athletics. It just said Athletics. Whether that's important, I don't know.
About Philadelphia.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, see? Huh? See, you show the Philadelphia A's World Championships.
Tommy Adds is trying to fool us.
Exactly. Willingham, Sweeney, and Suzuki. So the Yankees now with a 5-1 lead. Best thing to do right now would be to at least get a run back. Three and two to Willingham, who hit a fly ball to right field. First at bat. Slow breaking ball, swing and a miss. So that is strikeout number 2 for Freddie Garcia.
How batting? Left fielder. Number
Have allowed
15,
4 runs or less in
Ryan
28 straight starts up until tonight. That's the starters. Huh. So here's Sweeney. Sweeney grounded out to Jeter in the second inning. So Freddie Garcia, you see the miles per hour. It's 83, 86, 89. Not much higher than that.
He's got Willingham in a 3-2 split at 80.
That one at 88. Nothing special, just on the corner for a strike.
And the frustrating thing for the A's hitters after yesterday trying to catch up to Bartolo Colon's 95-mile-an-hour fastball and his two-seamer, tonight they have to gear down seriously and really think about the split of the changeup, back-to-back fastballs to Ryan Sweeney, 88 and 89. So just smart pitching by Garcia. The splitter. Gentleman was supposed to give that baseball to some young fan.
Yep.
That's what the young fan behind him was thinking the same thing.
Very close pitch, and I think Martin and Garcia are both a little frustrated with Darryl Cousins. Garcia clearly is.
Darryl just says, oh well, you can say all you want.
Liner past Rodriguez in the left field for a hit.
Yesterday, Bartolo Colon, he liked the camera. It was on him all day.
catcher, number 8.
Big number 40 might have gained a little weight, but he's still throwing as hard and probably more effective because he was hitting the corners with the consistently well-thrown fastball. And it could be a four seam, but it doesn't matter as long as he hit the corners. That's what he did.
Boy, what a lift that would be for the Yankees if Colon could continue to pitch well for them. Kurt Suzuki is the hitter. Suzuki reached on an error by Rodriguez in the second inning. The A's are going to look up at the scoreboard and see that both the Rangers and the Angels lost. So a chance for the A's and a chance for the Mariners. Mariners are scoreless in the top of the 5th up in Seattle against the Baltimore Orioles.
Well, could put them in second place by half a game, trailing the first place right there.
Guthrie and Bedard, the pitching matchup in that game. There's a game over 500. Texas with their loss now 29 and 26. The Angels with their loss now 29 and 28. So nobody wants chance to separate themselves in this division. Not yet, anyway. 2-0 pitch is bounced at the plate, foul. The Yankees know that the Red Sox lost, so if the Yankees were to win tonight, they would have a 1-game lead in the East. Suzuki back to the screen, so the count 2-2 with Sweeney at first. The hit for Sweeney was the 4th for the A's. A's had 3 hits in that 3rd inning, but could only get 1 run across. Mark Ellis waiting in the on-deck circle. High fly ball, foul, and nobody's going to get it.
It just does not seem to be a solid contact against Freddie Garcia, and a lot of that's because of the type of pitches he's throwing. I mean, if you throw a good fastball and you make contact, at least the pitcher's helping you, but as a hitter, you have to provide your own power with the type of pitches they're seeing pretty consistently. You have to figure it a run scoring situation, runner on base, he's not going to give too many fastballs to hit.
Off-speed pitch, Suzuki strikes out. That one at 79 miles an hour.
Between the split and the changeup, it just floats it up there, and
Now batting, second baseman,
split.
number 14, Mark Ellis.
Frustrating, very, very frustrating. It's really frustrating to see the Yankees with a 5-1 lead, knowing that trying to bunch some things together, some hits together with a team that really is not a big home run hitting club. 3-run home runs on the season. Get down, that's what you're looking for.
Jeter cannot quite get it, so Ellis has a base hit.
Now the veteran went after it, Derek Jeter, and saying, well, why not dive or slide, try to knock the ball down. Well, if he does, he's not going to get it out anyway. So why have the wear and tear on your body? In some cases, just knowing what opportunities you have, he makes enough spectacular plays that when necessary will dive for a ball. But I've seen guys that never dive for a ball. Even a situation where you're trying to prevent a run from scoring and keeping the ball in the infield, you have to be smart also and know when and what kind of a chance you have if you do dive.
2 on, 2 out for Kuzminov.
About a 3-run home run.
Yep. Well, I know we've said this before, Ray. You don't hit a lot of home runs. I think you miss the home run most when you're behind.
That's exactly right.
Because it's the quickest way to get you back in a game.
It's what a 3-run home run would do right now. Get the A's back within 1. Actually, Bob Garrett does not have a lot of those guys in the lineup. On the team, period.
1-1 to Kuzminov. Kuzminov had a base hit leading off the 3rd inning. Right down the left field line. He tried to stretch it to a double, and he was thrown out by Brett Gardner. That one is not a swing, says Jim Joyce. To Kuzminov. So now Kuzminov in a great count, but with Garcia, who knows what he's going to throw.
Yeah, you can't sit on a fastball. It'd be nice.
He may throw a batting practice fastball.
Yeah. That's why Cruz, who got a base hit to left field on a changeup, his first at bat. We've seen him since the return from not playing for a few games, going to opposite field.
Rolls over on this one. It was a splitter.
Yeah. And now he could throw a fastball, might sneak him by him because you start thinking about waiting on something off speed.
I think most guys, well, not most guys, but you see it a lot of splitters. Guys throw it hard and in the dirt, where Garcia is not really hard. It just kind of floats up there.
And could be a strike if you don't swing.
The runners take off, and the pitch is outside, and the A's have the bases loaded. 2 outs for Andy LaRoche.
It's a 3-2 split. Andy LaRoche has not hit a home run this season. The A's don't have a grand slam, so yes, we're begging to get back in the game. But I think the A's would take anything just to plate a couple of runs. That's what a base hit probably would do.
Never allowed a grand slam.
I bet Jim Palmer knows that.
Oh, yeah. Nearly 2,000 innings.
First time for everything.
First pitch to LaRoche is bounced on the ground. Jeter to his right, flips to Cano. Side retired. So the A's leave him loaded. We'll head to the 5th. 5-1 New York. The Coliseum. A's fans are dying to cheer. But unfortunately, so far in the series, it's been pretty much all Yankees. So Rodriguez, Cano, and Martin here in the 5th inning against Brett Anderson. Pop out to second, and then in the 3rd, Rodriguez had an RBI single. Curveball in for a strike, 1-1.
Think of the career of a player, for example, like Alex Rodriguez, who's hit so many home runs. Probably look at a point in time that he's never given away an at-bat. That every at-bat, it's like something on the line every at bat. And of course, for him to be the all-time home run leader in the history of baseball, every at bat was very important.
And would you say, I mean, that's very hard to do.
Extremely hard to do.
Concentrate every single at bat.
Exactly. I mean, he's going to have something 600 plate appearances each season. And every at bat, and that's twice now they try to go inside. Last at bat jammed in. Got a base hit to center. This time pulled the hands in. Got another hit.
Here's our true story brought to you by McDonald's. This was April 23rd in Baltimore. That is Alex Rodriguez. Grand slam, the 22nd grand slam of his career. Moves him past Manny Ramirez, second on the all-time list for most career grand slams, one away from Lou Gehrig.
And when was that? What date was that?
April 23rd in Baltimore. That's a lot of grand slams, 22. Robinson Cano has bounced out twice.
Game last year in Baltimore that everybody in the park except the home plate umpire thought Alex had struck out. Got another chance in a game at which the Yankees were trailing.
And that one's driven right and deep. De Jesus is looking at this one, and it is way out of here. With Alex Rodriguez running on the pitch, Cano homers. It's 7-1 New York.
That was crushed.
Yep.
That's a home run in Yellowstone. I don't know what park can hold that one. Another breaking ball, a slower variety, and his look of Cano. And that's, you're looking at a young player. And Robinson Cano is a Gold Glove second baseman. I mean, he's got a Hall of Fame career. I mean, just the way he plays, and I mean, it's unbelievable. But what you feel for pitchers, and it's not just the ace pitchers. A lot of pitchers in the American League and those that face them in the interleague. This is a powerful lineup to have to try to go through.
Oh, 0-2 to Russell Martin, and that one missed high again.
Rodriguez running, he doesn't know. He's looking back, and
it's gone. It was loud. It was gone.
I was going to say, he's hit enough, Alex has, that he should know the crack of the bat.
You know, in watching this game and Anderson pitch, this is where you got to give the Yankees credit. He's thrown some very, very good breaking balls, but as soon as he throws a flat one, whack, they don't miss it.
Tried a little bit of everything. And the breaking ball worked effectively through the second inning. Third.
Now batting, number 33.
Well, check out where this one goes. The sound and the distance.
Rodriguez started it with his base hit. So 10 hits now for the Yankees to go with their 7 runs. Swisher has walked and singled, so he's been on base both times. Swisher was 1 for 3 last night with a double. He also had a walk. Pitch down around the knees called a strike.
Sped up his delivery, throw the changeup, and at 84.
Good curveball there. Swisher takes it 2-2. This will be pitch number 85 from Anderson. Swisher drives one to left. Sweeney's back. Swisher gets under it, and that is out number 2. Well, here's our AT&T trivia answer and the question. The Yankees have retired 16 numbers. Which of those 16 played for the Athletics? Reggie Jackson, Roger Maris, Billy Martin.
Billy played for the Oakland Oaks.
Yes, he did. That's right. So there they are, folks. 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 8, 9.
10, Rizzuto.
So the double number 8.
Yep.
Yogi and Bill Dickey. So I guess the latest on that list would probably be Ron Guidry, huh? Or maybe Mattingly. Jones goes after it. So a couple of strikeouts for Brett Anderson, but more damage done. Robinson Cano, a 2-run homer. 7-1 Yankees.
You can get a Plaza level, Plaza outfield, or Plaza reserve ticket for just $2. Take advantage of this offer during some of the biggest matchups of the year with the Rangers, the Yankees, tomorrow, the Angels, and more. Get tickets for all Bart $2 Wednesdays at the Coliseum box office by phone 877-493-BALL. And order online, visit OaklandAthletics.com.
Top of the order for the A's, Chris DeJesus and Jackson, bottom of the 5th inning. He's got their run in the 3rd. They had the bases loaded in the 4th, but could not get anything home. Crisp is bounced out and struck out. It's drilled down the right field line. It's headed for the corner. Coco checks on the third base coach, Mike Gallego, who's waving him around, and that's going to be a triple for Coco Crisp. It's fun to watch. Coco about halfway between first and second. Instead of looking back, he picked up Mike Gallego and never broke stride.
Well, that's the key. That's why the third base coach is there, especially with the ball down in the corner. You pick him up, he'll tell you. But Garcia, 2-0, left the pitch up, and Coco Crisp.
See, look at that. That's about perfect.
That's exactly right. And, you know, with the ball more in right center, he could go on his own. But in order for him to look back, it's just like the old riding the bicycle. You turn around, you slow yourself down. And on a bicycle, you fall down. Matter of fact, there was a guy, a bike rider, the other day, turned around and took right in front of you. And I said, just what are you talking about? He's not listening to you.
We're not making this stuff up.
So I'm here, and I'm bigger than you. At least what I'm driving is bigger than you.
1-0 to DeJesus. And DeJesus drills one to right field. Swisher going back, looking up. That baby is gone. 7-3.
Well, that's 5 this month for David DeJesus. So if he hits one tonight, that must mean he has another one in him. Because when he hits one, he usually hits two. And this time, again, a pitch left up by Freddie Garcia. Bell tied. Sounded great. Even better. Let's go to the out-of-town scoreboard.
So a 3 RBI night for David DeJesus.
None in April, 5 this month.
Roll to Alex Rodriguez. Connor Jackson is retired, 1 out. That's the 8th home run that Freddie Garcia has allowed this year in 53 innings. So that's quite a few.
Designated hitter, number 16, Josh.
Maybe he had a 7-1 lead when it happened.
Don't walk anybody, right? So here's Willingham, who has hit a fly ball to right field and struck out swinging. Garcia has walked 2 and struck out 3. Willingham is the DH tonight. The Orioles have scored a run at the top of the 6th inning, so Baltimore 1, Seattle nothing, bottom of the 6th. Here's some of the stars from those American League Finals in just a little bit.
If Russell Martin got hit or the home plate umpire did, but for some reason there's a lot of time taken after the ball bounced. I think it's more of the home plate umpire, Darryl Cousins, although it did not indicate that he had taken one someplace.
Willingham, a big swing, rolls it foul, so 1-2. Ryan Sweeney will be next. So triple by Crisp, a homer by DeJesus for the A's here in the 5th. Foul tip, and that's a strikeout. Number 4 for Garcia. But be sure, before, during, and after the game, you log on to CSNCalifornia.com for A's insider Paul Gutierrez. He has wall-to-wall coverage of your Oakland Athletics. In-depth analysis, exclusive interviews, breaking news, and scouting reports all season long. CSNCalifornia.com, your interactive home for A's baseball all season long. Ryan Sweeney had a base hit in the 4th inning. Floats in there first time. That would be a good way to describe a couple of his pitches.
He has been floating
floats
in
in
there. Well, we know tomorrow in the series finale we will know when a strike is called because Jim Joyce will be behind the plate. A very vocal strike call.
Jeter grabs the line drive, side retired, but David DeJesus with a 2-run homer, so the A's creep a little bit closer. We're through 5. It's 7-3 for Wilson. So the A's are now down by 4, 7-3. Brett Gardner leading it off, and Gardner swings at the first pitch, hits it toward Ellis, and that is out. Number 1 gets us to our Subway Eat Fresh Ask Glenn and Ray question. Sylvester from Stockton asks, what is the Mendoza line and why is it called that? Well, we got it for you. Now listen up. It was named after former shortstop Mario Mendoza. He was a lifetime .215 hitter, but he finished in 1979 hitting .198. The Mendoza line was created as a harmless clubhouse joke amongst friends. Now, this is a quote from Mendoza. My teammates, Tom Pachork and Bruce Bachty, used it to make fun of me. Then they were giving George Brett a hard time because he had a slow start that year, so they told him, hey, man, you're going to sink down below the Mendoza line if you're not careful. So if you hit under 200 nowadays, you are under the Mendoza line.
Well, actually, his career was, what, 215?
215.
The USA Today article talking about the Mendoza line. There are 9 former All-Stars today that are under the 215 mark and several under the 200. And Adam Dunn has a chance to be the first hitter since 1902 to finish back-to-back years under 200. He's 198 last year.
Huh.
Oh, no, Mark Reynolds. I'm sorry. Mark Reynolds.
Yeah.
Mark Reynolds. I apologize to Adam Dunn, but Mark Reynolds hit 198, hit 40 home runs. But Nick Swisher was on that list today. Nick entered the game today, hitting 212.
So Mario Mendoza, shortstop. And you know what? He's going to have to wear this one because the Mendoza line is not going away.
But you know, the one thing that he did say, if Mark Reynolds does do that, he said, I hope they take it easy on him. Mendoza doesn't like it. I mean, his name is mentioned, you know, in that. But he said it's hard to take. That, I mean, you think of Tommy John surgery. I mean, George Brett's fortunate. George Brett could have been called more than Hall of Famer from what happened to him in the postseason. But you know, it's Mendoza line that's been used for a long, long time.
It's tough, man. Mendoza. So the 1-out walk to Jeter. He's been on base 4 times today.
Now batting, number 14, Curtis.
For Anderson, that's his second walk in the game. So he's walked 2, struck out 3. Brad Ziegler will start to loosen up. Anderson has now thrown 94 pitches. Curveball stays high to Granderson, and Granderson has been the hitting star for the Yankees tonight. A 2-run homer in the first, a 2-run single in the fourth. So he now has 41 RBIs on the year. Good breaking ball in for a strike, 1-1. Fastball outside corner, called strike 2.
That's Curtis Granderson, what Kellen Long did to him. And at the setup, he said he normally had the bat set in front of his face and then took the bat back. He said, but why did I do that? His bat is already back right now where he ultimately tried to go to from the bat in front of his face. And he said, plus he was open, closed his stance a little bit, and it's worked. And there's the man that's done it all for the Yankees. And what a great story for Curtis Granderson to make slight changes and end up play and do so well. Kevin Long thought of very highly by the Yankees hitters.
That's a shot, base hit right field. Jeter had a duck to get out of the way, so he'll stop at second. So Granderson, I believe the ball's probably looking pretty big coming in there as he is 3 for 4.
Now batting, number 25, Mark.
He's just very strong, and you know, you think of him, you look at him, he's tall and he's well built. He's very strong, obviously, to be able to generate the kind of power he does with very little, if any, stride. Just when you think you get back in the game, you look at the top of the order. 4 times for Jeter, 3 times for Granderson that they've been on base.
Anderson falls again. That's the second time he's fell tonight.
Now, I asked Ron Romanek about that, and he said his heel, as he places his heel, he sometimes puts the heel in the hole that's already created. Watch the right heel. See it give? There's a hole that's created by both pitchers, and you hope they're not stepping in the other pitcher's hole where the landing foot is. But he says a lot of times his heel goes down first, and he kind of rolls a little bit if he steps in that hole. But I asked Brett about it. He says, I've got at least one in every game I pitch. I will be falling. And it's not something that he's concerned about hurting him. And actually, he does a good job of falling to avoid maybe getting hurt.
Runners go. Throw to third is not in time. Double steal by the Yankees. They stole 4 bases last night, and they got a double steal tonight.
Well, Brett Anderson did not pay any attention to them at second base. And Derek Jeter with the head first slide got his hand in, and a very good throw right on the money, but the ball was thrown and on the bag and not in front. He got the hand in.
3-0 now to Teixeira with Rodriguez.
Watch the hand and look at the throw is on the bag, but by the time Kevin Kuzminoff applied the tag, hand was already there. That's a smart idea because Mark Teixeira would have been swinging 3-0.
So the bases will be loaded for Alex Rodriguez. How about that? And Rodriguez is not going to face Anderson. He's going to face Brad Ziegler. So when it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and tune up your oil change. Tune up and smog experts.
By authority of the Oakland Athletics and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Athletics Investment Group, LLC.
Now batting, number 13.
So tough start for Brett Anderson. 5 1/3, 11 hits, 7 runs, 6 earned, but that line is not finished just yet because the bases are loaded with only 1 out. And Alex Rodriguez is the hitter.
Well, Zig is a ground ball pitcher. Just hoping it's hit at an infielder.
Good pitch there on the outside corner. Rodriguez takes it, strike 1.
On the scary thing, Brad Zig, you see his numbers. 1-0 record, 19 innings. But he likes to throw the two-seamer down into the right-handers, and Kevin Kuzminoff is, even with a bag and a huge hole between third and short.
There's a shot up the middle, base hit center field. 1 run scores, 2 runs score. Teixeira digging for third. He'll make it. Alex Rodriguez with a 2-run single, and it's 9-3 Yankees. That's pretty good hitting right there. He was not thinking about tying Lou Gehrig for the grand slam. And he just went right back up the middle.
Well, he knows Ziegler is a ground ball pitcher. That ball a little bit away, right back over the mound. Good effort by Mark Ellis, but the ball was hit too hard. And not surprised, Mark Teixeira rounding second with the ball hit as hard as it was. And made it safely without a throw in the third.
So Rodriguez with 3 RBIs tonight. He's got 30 on the year. First and third still, 1 out for Cano. So 2 walks, 2 singles, 2 runs in here in the 6th. That one way inside to Cano. Cano with a 2-run homer in the 5th. Hard foul past Mick Kelleher, who is the first base coach for the Yankees. Side again, 2-1 with Russell Martin in the on-deck circle. The Orioles have added another run. They are leading the Mariners 2-0, top of the 7th inning, and they are still batting. Inside again, 3-1.
And the ball's not coming back. And Ziegler throwing the 2-seamer, trying to bring it back over the plate, the strike zone to Cano, which might be dangerous in itself.
Ziegler pitched in yesterday's game through 15 pitches, 1 inning, gave up a couple of hits and a run.
These fans not a lot to cheer about. Yankees fans cheering a lot, and the Red Sox and Yankees come into Oakland. I know there's so much bandwagon. It's one fan sit on Diamond Vision. They're just transplanted fans.
Yeah.
They love their team. And won 27 World Championships. There are going to be a few Yankees caps around.
Yep.
All over the league. Girardi wearing number 28, trying to get the 28th World Championship. Wore 27. They won 2 years ago. They changed to 28. When they win again, if they do, he'll change to 29.
Yes, he will.
Extended his contract through 2013.
Rodriguez kind of went halfway, and now he's caught in a rundown. And Teixeira's coming home. Jackson's throw to the plate. Gets past Suzuki. Teixeira scores. So Cano strikes out, and the Yankees get another run. So it's 10-3. And that was ugly, folks.
It was very ugly because it was a very good rundown. Mark Teixeira did not take off to home to get a rundown. He was going to try to score. Got the breaking ball, swing and a miss, and Alex Rodriguez, I don't know if he didn't read what had happened, but Teixeira, as a rundown ensues, Teixeira took off. He did not hesitate. And the throw bounced. Suzuki tried to backhand. He could not. So I'd have to think that's an E3. That should have been, because it should have been an out. Double steal. So fielder's choice? Is that what he said? Wow. How could that be?
So no error. It's a fielder's choice.
I guess he cannot assume that he wasn't going to score even with a good throw. He only had about 10 feet. So a fielder's choice, right, VA? Fielder's choice for the runner scoring.
So Teixeira comes in to score. So a 3-run inning for the Yankees.
Of course, that's an earned run instead of an unearned run for Brett Anderson and the A's.
So he gives up 10, 9 earned. Strike to Russell Martin, 2-2 the count.
Trevor Cahill sitting next to Brett Anderson, his good friend. It was 14 runs he'd given up in 10 innings combined that he'd faced the Yankees last year, and he had 4 more last night in 6 2/3. Those two youngsters realize that whenever they face this team, the Yankees, it's a pretty powerful lineup.
Martin strikes out, 3 runs for the Yankees, so we go to the bottom of the 6th. The Yankees 10, A's 3. Coors Light Freeze Game is brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. So Freddie Garcia, 5 innings so far, and he has a 10-3 lead. He scored 1 in the 3rd and then 2 in the 5th. The 2 in the 5th on DeJesus home run. First pitch to Kurt Suzuki in first strike. Freddie Garcia, it's been an array of off-speed pitches tonight. It's a little of this, a little of that. You can see the splitter grip in his glove on that pitch. Splitter, changeup.
Now they give a double steal.
There's the splitter grip, so Kurt's going to get another one. He drives it toward right center. Granderson back, still going back. He's got it.
If you're looking for a way to entertain clients or employees, why not check out the A's Barbecue Terrace. Barbecue Terrace includes a catered pregame meal and a game ticket in a private lower box seating area. For more information, call 510-638-GO-A's or visit OaklandAthletics.com/groups. And you know what they're having right there, that threesome? They're saying, let's just enjoy a nice meal out here in the Barbecue Terrace. Maybe the A's will come back and score 12.
And if they don't, I'm still going to have a nice meal.
That's right. Nice meal. Just enjoy it. So the change has been made. Double steal, right?
Indeed, Ellis finds the gap. So Mark Ellis will ease into second with a double. Mark Ellis is 2 for 3. So yeah, they have changed the scoring on that play with Rodriguez and Teixeira, and they give him a double steal.
Well, this is why Freddie Garcia doesn't throw too many fastballs. He did to Mark Ellis, a nice swing on a 1-0. But with a 9-run lead, it's nice hitting by Mark Ellis. He's up over the Mendoza line, which is good. Swinging the bat a lot better. He's been swinging the bat, just now it's getting hits.
Okay, so here's my question to you, Ray. In that 6th inning, so they give the double steal. When was the last time you saw 2 double steals in the same inning? Tonight. Before tonight, when was the last time? Huh. So 0-1 the count to Kevin Kuzminoff. Joe Girardi says, hey, we can steal some bags too. 4 tonight, 4 last night.
See, normally in a
Garcia caught it, throws to second, double play. Are you kidding me? Christmas is early. Sportsnet California is brought to you by Cache Creek Casino Resort. Cache Creek's Heat Wave giveaway with cash prizes, match play, and more every day. Visit CacheCreek.com for details. 10-3, the Yankees lead. We've reached the 7th inning when it's time for a change. Think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts as Michael Wirtz comes in. So Wirtz will face Swisher, Jones, and Gardner.
Kevin Kuzminoff could not hit a ball any harder than what he did. And Mark Ellis, down by 7, you think, well, you're not going to get double off. But it's almost like somebody punched Garcia in the face.
Leading off the top of the 7th inning for New York.
He caught the ball in his head, kind of went back, straight back. Less than a second, and his heart beating rapidly. Can't feel his fingers. Yeah. As badly as the A's do not want a double play, I'm glad it didn't hit him.
Oh, it was right in the upper chest area.
Anytime that happens, anytime ball's back at the pitcher, you just hope that they can avoid being solidly hit by line drive.
So Wirtz facing Swisher. Walking a single tonight for Swisher. Be an interesting decision, Ray, for the Yankees on Nick Swisher. They have a club option for next year. I don't know how much it's for, but $10 million, somewhere up there.
Chump change.
Chump change. So they're going to have to decide, do we pick it up? Swisher will be 31 in November. And obviously he fits nicely into the Yankee lineup. He can hit down and provide some power, but he's off to a slow start this year.
I like Joe Girardi about him. Of course, Nick, you never know by talking to him or just watching him. He's always upbeat, Joe said he's swinging the bat. Just a lot of times balls aren't falling for him. Robbed of a home run in Seattle. Taken back over the fence, but play different positions. He never without a life. Well, he's a married man now.
Yeah.
Married in November.
Hey, if you don't have somebody better, and listen, the money's there for the Yankees, obviously. Connor Jackson has it. He'll take it himself. Swisher's retired. So out number 1 here in the top of the 7th. But it's always good to see Nick Swisher.
He's a good man.
Now batting, number 18.
Excited for Nick walking in downstairs, seeing Gus and Bruce, everybody. Doesn't matter who, he's going to say hello, big hug, and happy to be back. Just happens to be wearing a Yankee uniform. And, you know, I've always said that if sometimes you look at his hair now, that's what he did as he was growing his hair long to donate it to a cancer victim. And he was good, signed a long-term contract and no more sign it. And he was traded to the Chicago White Sox, and now with the Yankees last couple of years.
First pitch to Andrew Jones is high.
I tell you what, the '86 season, Frank Thomas.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Frank hit a home run. Swisher hit one. Swisher hit one. Frank won.
Swing and a miss by Jones, who was 1 for 3.
Hello, Raymond. Oh, buddy Raymond. Boy, that's amazing. Raymond he just knows, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah. Good
So
try.
Kevin Long, hitting coach. All the hitters going to kind of walk over and talk to him. So I can position myself behind Kevin Long. I'm probably going to get some airtime. I'm going to have to shoot from the side.
Yeah. Three and 1 now to Jones with Gardner in the on-deck circle.
That's what you do to stretch the fingers if you're going to throw a splitter. That hurts just watching. At least it's just the size of a baseball. I see some guys use a softball. It really stretch it. Enter for your chance to throw out the ceremonial first pitch before the A's against the Giants Bay Bridge game on Friday, June 17th, plus MVP tickets to the game. Visit any East Bay Round Table Pizza to enter for your chance to win between now and June the 5th. For official rules, visit participating Round Table Pizza restaurants. That's East Bay Round Table Pizzas. Participating. There was a participation a couple of days ago when a couple of pizzas were brought up.
Yeah.
We participated very easily in finishing them off. And of course, one went down to the truck, so they wouldn't complain anymore about the food we get.
And I know that pizza was distributed throughout the truck, so everybody got a little bit. That's nice.
Oh, that looks pretty good there.
It's cold, but that still looked good. You're right.
Waffle cone with a whole bunch of ice cream. Just put some chocolate syrup over it.
It wouldn't melt. That's good. Right? Gardner,
Look at it.
foul ball. The bat sails right in front of the Yankees dugout.
Brett, don't hustle, man. That question about Brett, why does he run so much? Look at it, man. He was flying. He went after that bat before it hit the ground.
So 2-1 to Gardner with Jones at first.
Between batting gloves and a lot of pine tar, don't figure that would happen that much.
Near the A's dugout, and it will hit on the top of the roof. His top of the roof would be redundant. It'd be hard to hit the bottom of the roof, right? That's what happens when it's 10-3 Ray. You start saying weird stuff. Twelve hits for the Yankees. They've also received 4 walks. Bounce to Jackson. He'll step on the bag and then he slips and falls. He was ready to throw to second and he fell down. Gardner is retired and Jones to second. And Connor Jackson, he was going to gun it to second base, but he fell over.
Now batting, number 2, Derek Jeter.
So that's 2 outs. Hold on, Connor. So here's Jeter with a runner in scoring position. Jeter has been on base all 4 times. 2 singles, a walk, reached on an error, and he has scored 3. You all right?
Perfect.
I'm worried about you.
Perfect. I just, you know, you come to the park, you see something you've never seen before. You know that I just saw it.
What was that? Connor Jackson.
He put his foot on the bag to push off, and it's like he slipped, but nothing came out of his hand. Amazing.
A little bit high to Jeter, 2-0.
You ever seen that?
No, I haven't.
So?
I haven't.
So you're with me there?
I am. I want you to catch your breath.
Oh yeah. I mean, I thought he's going to turn a double play, and then all of a sudden, at least he didn't throw once he lost his balance. And that's the key.
Jeter on 2-0 rolls at foul.
Yankees coming to town. A lot of strange things happen. Don't they? Wow.
Jeter, the average up to 266 with his 2 hits today. Slider swinging.
Splitter's working on the slider, and we always reference the slider thrown by Michael Wirtz that breaks like a splitter. Got a good one. It's getting better and better every time he takes them out.
Jones with the 1-out walk. He's now at second base. Jeter fights it up, pokes it foul.
Yankee fans down by the Yankees bullpen probably thinking we're getting a chance to watch Mariano Rivera warm up. Bartolo Colon, a complete game yesterday. Lead tonight that did not warrant Mariano Rivera coming into the game, at least at this point.
Roach straightens up, throws, and they just get Jeter at first. So the Yankees do not score. 7th inning stretch from the Coliseum. It's the Yankees 10 and the A's 3. Sunday, and it's tonight at 10:30 over on our sister station, Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. Full baseball highlights. The NBA Finals. Game 1 goes to the Heat at home, and the Warriors working out draft picks. That's tonight at 10:30 in CSN Bay Area. Mindy Bach and David Andrews will host. So the Heat take a 1-game-to-none lead over the Dallas Mavericks in the NBA Finals. Bottom of the 7th inning, and Andy LaRoche is going to lead it off. Action out in the bullpen, Luis Ayala. That was pitch number 91 for Freddie Garcia. And in the A's bullpen, Craig Breslow. Broken bat toward right field, and that'll drop for a hit.
It's a start.
So LaRoche is 2 for 3 with a single and a triple.
All off the end of the bat.
Now batting, center fielder, number 4.
Placed perfectly in the right field.
Chris.
Top of the order, and Coco Crisp. Coco hits one to center. Granderson's back. Now backpedaling. Stops. He's got it. So that's out number 1. Coco on the swing.
Now batting, right fielder.
That's right here.
Number 12, David DeJesus.
Twist at the plate.
Let's just hope his foot gave out a little bit or something as he took off on the right side. Right there.
First pitch to DeJesus, a strike.
Should be a home run. Right?
Yeah. That's his deal.
2-2-2.
2 homer games. DeJesus. He walked in the first, single home run in the third, and hit a 2-run homer in the fifth. So he's got 3 RBIs.
But he's got a 7-run lead. He's afraid of it. He doesn't want to have to give up another home run.
Outside.
Stand with the splitters. It's unfortunate. The A's seem like they start to come back and then can't get a shutdown. Just turn right around, and Yankees with 2 runs in 3 different innings, and then plus a 3 spot.
In the dirt, swing and a miss. So DeJesus strikes out, and this is the schedule coming up. Day game tomorrow, and then on to Boston, and there's been a time change for that Saturday, June 4th game. It was originally a night game. Now it's a day game. So that'll be 10 a.m. back here in the Bay Area. Again, so make changes on that. That's this Saturday, 10 a.m. And then Baltimore for 3 and the White Sox for 4. So that's the 10-game road trip. But again, Saturday, we will come your way 10 a.m. into that A's Red Sox series. Bounced up the middle. Cano has it. Steps on the bag. Side retired. So Garcia has been good through 7, and the Yankees lead 10-3.
Valencia, Sportsnet, California, is brought to you by Xfinity, home of the most live sports, and by Chevrolet. Go to ChevyBaseball.com to support youth baseball and help make a moment kids will never forget.
Curtis Granderson.
Yankees 10, A's 3. It is the top of the 8th inning. New pitcher for the Athletics, it's Craig Breslow. And when it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Oil Change Tune-Up and Smog experts. 25th appearance for Breslow. And this is game number 56 for the Athletics. Granderson, Teixeira, and Rodriguez as Landon Powell comes in, so he will give Kurt Suzuki the rest of the night off. Granderson hits a high fly ball to Sweeney left, and that's out number 1. We mentioned that the Rangers and the Angels both lost. Texas had a 4-3 lead in the bottom of the 8th inning. But Evan Longoria hit a 2-run homer on Arthur Rhodes, give Tampa Bay a 5-4 lead, and that was the final. So the Rays come back and had a tough loss to the Texas Rangers.
And what did the Mariners just do?
The Mariners just took the lead in the bottom of the 8th inning. Jeremy Guthrie was just rolling along. He was pitching great for the Orioles. Baltimore had a 2-0 lead in the bottom of the 8th. The Mariners had 2 on, 2 out, and Justin Smoak hit a 3-run homer.
Smoked it up.
He smoked it up. So just like that, Seattle takes a 3-2 lead into the 9th inning. Kansas City beat the Angels 7-3. Francis over Pinheiro. Eric Hosmer, a couple of hits, a couple of RBIs. Teixeira hits a pop-up down the right field line. DeJesus racing in, and he makes the catch, sliding. Nice play by David DeJesus. Teixeira is retired, 2 outs.
A long run for DeJesus, and fortunately high enough that he could charge, utilize his speed, catch the ball, go to the slide to stop himself. All he needed to do was get a pop-up slide. Very good concentration. Always dangerous though, and player goes into a slide. If he's already caught the ball, that's one thing, which David had before he slid.
Ladies and gentlemen, for New York, batting for Rodriguez, number 26, Eduardo Nunez.
Eduardo Nunez is going to pinch hit for Rodriguez. Good night for Rodriguez. He was 3 for 4 with 3 singles, 3 RBIs, and a run scored. So he was a big part of the Yankees offense tonight. Quick 0-2 to Eduardo Nunez. Reaches out, stays alive.
He is in that mode of like batting practice. Get 3 or 4 pitches, you swing at all of them to get your swings in. He thinks, I'm going to get in the game, I'm going to swing. Heck with taking pitches.
It's like the high school batting practice, right? Where you just get in there.
Exactly.
If you're there on time, you get to take 4 or 5 swings, and then get out of there.
Check swing.
Yes, he did, says Jim Joyce. So a nice inning for Craig Breslow. 3 up, 3 down with a strikeout. Bottom of the 8th coming up. 10-3 New York. Here's our game summary brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. The Yankees flexing their muscles again tonight. Granderson in the first inning. 2-run shot, his 17th of the year. Cano, that was in the 5th inning, a 2-run shot. The Yankees would score 3 more in the 6th inning. The A's got a couple of runs on a David DeJesus home run. That was in the 5th inning. Home run number 5 for DeJesus. But the Yankees offense just keeps coming at you. 10-12-1 for New York. 3-9-1 for the A's. Freddie Garcia, 7 good innings tonight. Brett Anderson, not so good. Career high 11 hits and 9 earned runs in 5 1/3. So A's fans have not had a whole lot to cheer about tonight, unfortunately.
Designated hitter, number 16, Josh Willingham.
So Luis Ayala is the new pitcher. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change tune-up and smog experts. So Freddie Garcia goes 7 innings. And he is in line for his 4th win of the year. First pitch to Willingham. It's a bit outside. Nunez stays at 3rd. Stays in the game at 3rd. Willingham is 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts.
Now, one thing the A's have learned about Freddie Garcia, of course they knew it anyway, but tonight even more so, throwing a lot of splitters, change-ups, and not really giving in to the hitters. I mean, David DeJesus was able to make the solid contact to hit the home run. Mark Ellis a couple of good hits. Pretty good mix and match. You got one guy throwing 95 one day, and the next guy throwing 79 to 80.
A.J. Burnett tomorrow is who the Athletics will face. Gio Gonzalez. There's Burnett. 5-3 is the record for A.J. Burnett this year. ERA just a shade under 4. Willingham, skies one to left. Gardner's going back. He's near the wall, and he's got just enough room to make the catch. Willingham is retired. He's 0 for 4.
Now to the tornadoes that recently hit several states. You can make a donation to assist the relief effort through A's outfielder Josh Willingham's foundation. Donations are tax deductible, and 100% of the funds will benefit the victims in the area. For more information, visit www.thejoshwillinghamfoundation.org. The Josh Willingham Foundation, one word. It's a long one, but it's a very good foundation. His wife Ginger are doing an exceptional job to help those in need, especially in their home state of Alabama.
Sweeney fouls it back, so it's quickly 0-2. Mariners win 3-2. So that's an exciting win for the Mariners. They have won 11 out of their last 13. And they are now in 2nd place in the AL West as Ayala strikes out Ryan Sweeney looking.
A good fastball outside corner. Cervelli, as he did yesterday with Bartolo Colon, stayed on the outside and got another strikeout.
So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Joey Devine will get an inning in tonight. First pitch to Powell. Bounce towards 2nd. Easy play for Cano. Side retired. Luis Ayala with a 3-up, 3-down inning, and we are on to the 9th inning from the Coliseum. 10-3 New York.
features 4 games, including the Giant Series, and is available in the Plaza Club at only $104. It includes $10 of jumbo ticket added value for each game. The jumbo ticket added value can be used for concessions and merchandise throughout the ballpark. For tickets, go to oaklandathletics.com.
Ninth inning here at the Coliseum, and it's 10-3. The Yankees lead. So Robinson Cano is going to lead it off. Joey Devine comes in. It's been Anderson, Ziegler, Wirtz, Breslow, and now Devine. First pitch on the outside corner. It's strike. Cano is 1 for 4 with a 2-run home. It's time for change. Think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Oil Change, Tune-Up, and Smart Experts. And there is the change. Devine coming in. Breslow 1 inning. Alan Wirtz is 1 inning.
Manager, pitching coach, when you have 7 guys to bullpen as the A's do that can pitch in various situations, you some Joey Devine might need to get an inning in. They have guys that want to make sure they can mix and match to get through, guys that need to work and do it that maybe won't affect them tomorrow if they're needed in the pen.
Francisco Cervelli is in the on-deck circle, so he's in the game for Russell Martin. The Indians won tonight 6-3 over Toronto, breaking the Blue Jays' 4-game winning streak. So Cleveland holds on to their 5-game lead in the AL Central over the Tigers. Tigers beat Minnesota 8-7. Twins put Francisco Liriano on the disabled list, so he's got some shoulder issues. How about this for the Twins? If you think it can't get a whole lot worse, every other team in the AL Central won tonight except the Minnesota Twins. So they are now 15.5 games out of first place. And that hits Cano in the foot. So another base runner for the Yankees.
Well, a rarity, I guess, was it yesterday that ball hit a fan and they ended up awarding a runner who was on first.
Now batting.
There's a hard slider down and in. Ron Gardenhire, of course, ejected. And that Tigers winning by a run for that.
Yeah, and it was a. I mean, you could clearly see the fan touching it.
But the discretion on the umpire saying that the runner who was at first, they said he'd already rounded second. Well, yeah, it's a ground rule double. You get 2 bases, and if you're at first, you usually don't score. But they allowed it, and I guess that's kind of the way things are going for the Twins.
Here's Cervelli. Hits it hard. LaRoche on the backhand. Drops it. Gets the out at second base. So 1 out here in the ninth. Hard hit ball by Cervelli.
Now batting, number 33.
Andy LaRoche trying to go down and backhand. And actually, backhand, he had to stop himself. He almost kind of went too far to his right. And the backhand, and Mark Ellis just realizing the chance to get just 1 out.
Guys getting the night off, Pennington and Barton. Swisher takes a strike. The White Sox beat the Red Sox at Fenway 10-7. Phil Umber got the win. He's 4-3. White Sox 10 runs and 15 hits tonight in Boston. White Sox now 26-31, so they're trying desperately to get to that 500 mark. I still think they'll be heard from in that division.
They hope so. Ozzie hopes so. Kenny Williams and Jerry Reinsdorf, manager owner Jerry Reinsdorf, made a lot of money to the White Sox this year. I think they expect the White Sox to do a little bit more than what they have been doing. But you can't fault them as much as you can applaud what the Cleveland Indians have done to start the season. And we're June 1st tomorrow, and the Indians will have a nice lead, although left is uncomfortable.
They still have the best record in the American League at 32-20. 1-2 to Swisher. The hottest team in baseball, the Arizona Diamondbacks, who had won 7 in a row and 15 out of their last 17. And they got slowed down a bit tonight. They lost at home to Florida 5-2. The Giants lost in St. Louis, so the Diamondbacks still with that half-game lead over San Francisco in the NL West. Out in the bullpen, Lance Pendleton. The right-hander. 2-2 to Swisher. Another foul ball. Swisher with a walk and a single. He's 1 for 3. Just one other game still being played. That's in the National League. The Dodgers beating the Rockies 8-2 in the top of the 9th inning. Swisher, same spot. For the crowd tonight here at the Coliseum, 22,581. Decent part of them still hanging around. Broken bat, fly ball to right field. And DeJesus has it.
Time now for the Fremont Bank plays of the game. Curtis Granderson has been a star tonight. First inning, fastball from Brett Anderson, 2-run home run. 17th for Granderson, a fastball, and then got him out on the curveball second at bat. Third at bat, throw him another breaking ball. Bases loaded, drove in 2 runs. And then he would single a little bit later, so 3 hits. Like after the home run on the fastball, Brett Anderson with the curveball did strike him out, but next at bat with the bases loaded, he kept featuring the breaking ball. Looked like Granderson was ultimately looking for it. Just as the A's had scored, they came back and scored 2 more. The Yankees did.
The breaking ball from Devine. Andrew Jones takes it first strike. Jones is 1 for 3, singled and scored in the 4th. He also walked in the 7th. And the 0-2 pitch. And that's a swing, says Jim Joyce. Andrew Jones
appealed. They caught him.
Andrew Jones appealed himself. And they called him out. of the ninth inning. Join us tomorrow at 12:30. The A's wrap up this 3-game set against the Yankees. Gio Gonzalez against A.J. Burnett. Complete A's coverage every night on Sportsnet Central and CSNCalifornia.com. The home of the A's is Comcast Sportsnet California. Well, the Yankees have gone to the bullpen. When it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. Lance Pendleton comes in for his 7th appearance.
He's now playing left field. Brett Gardner has moved
So
to
Pendleton
center field.
will face Ellis, Kuzminoff,
Now
and
pitching
LaRoche.
for New York, number 39, Lance Pendleton.
A few defensive changes that we'll give you in just a moment. So Ellis to lead it off here in the ninth.
For the Athletics, number 14, Mark Ellis.
Ellis has had a good night. He is a single and a double in 3 trips. The first pitch from Pendleton is a swinging strike. So the day game tomorrow. Chris Dickerson is now in left field. Swisher stays in right. Up and in, and Ellis spins out of the way. So the 1-2 to Mark Ellis. Slowly hit toward Cano, who throws quickly in time. So that's 1 out here in the 9th inning. So the day game tomorrow, and then the A's will
Now batting, third baseman, number 5,
fly to Boston on
Kevin.
Thursday. So tomorrow will be the end of the 20 games in 20 days stretch for the Athletics. And it'll also the end of May. Tomorrow is June 1st. So 2 months of this season in the books.
Second third of the season's already started for the A's. This is the second game of the second third, and they finished the first third at 500. Tonight game 56. I need to pick it up a little bit.
Well, you were just hoping to take the momentum from the Orioles series, use it in this series, and get a good push going into what will be a difficult road trip. Let's face it, it's a 10-game trip: Boston, Baltimore, and Chicago. All road trips are tough. But you start at Fenway Park, that's never easy. That's a fair ball. Nunez, the third baseman, throws in time. Kuzminoff's retired.
That's tough on a first baseman. Teixeira could not stretch. He just had to reach straight up, because if he stretched, the ball's over his head. I thought he was going to make it over his head anyway.
Shortstop, number 21, Andy
Straight
LaRoche.
up, keeping the foot on the bag as the throw just beat Kuzminoff. And actually, Mark stretched after he caught the ball, but maybe just pushing off to avoid any contact from Kuz.
So 2 outs, and that'll bring up Andy LaRoche, who has had a 2-hit night. Tripled and scored in the 3rd, and then singled in the 7th. So Lance Pendleton is trying to wrap it up for the Yankees. Freddie Garcia went 7, gave up 3 earned runs. Luis Ayala pitched the 8th. And Pendleton here in the 9th. A's have had just a couple of hits since the 6th inning. Outside corner. So it's 2-2. outside. So full count to Andy LaRoche. Coco Crisp would be next if LaRoche can get aboard. Payoff pitch. It's high and he walked it. So LaRoche has been on base 3 times. Third walk issued by the Yankees tonight. Here's Crisp.
Center fielder, number 4, Coco Crisp.
Coco with a triple. He's 1 for 4, and this is an at bat. You figure definitely don't want to give it away. Trying to end it up 2 for 5 instead of a 1 for 5. So the A's down as much as they are, 7 runs. Just take it right down. Your final at bat. It's a big story if Coco hits again this inning.
That's our goal. That would be a big story.
That's a story right there for you.
Fly ball, shallow left, and this should do it. Dickerson has got it, and that's the ball game. So the Yankees continue their dominance over the Athletics. They win tonight by a final score of 10-3. And the A's have now lost 9 straight games to the New York Yankees. So the long ball again, and a tough night for Brett Anderson. Freddie Garcia was good. So the A's lose it, and they fall to 27-29 on the year with 1 more game left to go here on this homestand. That will be tomorrow afternoon. Gio Gonzalez will take on A.J. Burnett. Our coverage will start at 12:30. The long ball again and early. As the very first inning, Curtis Granderson, the home run, and it's a lot like last night where you get behind early with a long home run, and the Yankees, you know, they always have the swagger, but boy, then if they get some runs off you early, you sort of feel like you got a big uphill climb, and I think that's what happened tonight. But listen, it's a great offense. There's no doubt about it.
Well, it is, and I think what Trevor Cahill last night and Brett Anderson tonight, or yesterday for Cahill, but it is different. There's no doubt. But Curtis Granderson did it in tonight's game. Fastball, and I think Brett Anderson trying to establish the fastball early. But Curtis Granderson, he is hot for a reason. Having a great season, and the 2 runs in the first inning, and all that does is help the veteran Freddie Garcia, as in the case yesterday with Bartolo Colon. So 9 innings yesterday, Colon 7 innings tonight for Freddie Garcia. And when veterans get an early lead like that, and I think in both cases they realize the offense is good, and Freddie Garcia, unlike what Colon did yesterday, Garcia using the splitter and the changeups, a lot of off-speed pitches, and various counts, it didn't really matter. He went right after the hitters, knowing that he's not going to get much better. And that was the line drive turned into a double play, and one of those, excuse me, look what I found, and heart still pumping and a little bit faster. But just a game that now the A's, and Gio Gonzalez has had this opportunity several times already this year, unfortunately, that they've lost 2 games in the series, and Gio's been the 3rd pitcher in the series, and he's had success, as was the case early in the year against Seattle. Let's hope that's the case tomorrow, because it's a challenge for Gio and this ball club to try to salvage 1 win out of the series.
Indeed, and then get ready to head out on that 10-game road trip. So tomorrow, big game, and let's hope Gio can come through and finally beat the Yankees. The A's have lost 9 straight now to New York. Once again, the final score tonight, the Yankees 10 and the Athletics 3. Well, don't go away. A's postgame live with Henry Wolford and Greg Cadaret starts from the field right now.